I've been in denial this whole week, trying not to acknowledge it, trying to pretend it's not happening, because this could definitely potentially pretty badly impact. Okay, so little weird schedule today. Behind schedule. I let myself sleep in just because I haven't been sleeping too well this week. So wanted to give myself some good, actual sleep. So with that comes sacrifice, which is anxiety for being so behind. But I'm going to go do some cardio now and then pretty much start the day from there as usual routine. Nothing too exciting, but yeah, let's do this. Alright, so cardio is done. Here is usual lunch. This is going to be my pre-workout meal. Workout today is going to be chest and back, I believe. So it's going to be a doozy. I'll bring you along with me to check that out. But also, yeah, just want to say, so today, pretty much every weekend is pretty high anxiety for me because weekends are busy. And for some reason, it always gives me the most anxiety, and Mondays are actually my favorite day of the week. So I definitely don't work for the weekend. I just work through the weekend. But I love weekdays. I love Monday. Why am I talking about this? Okay, so what I'm saying is that I have anxiety today, but that's just the norm. But I'm trying to work through it, and I'm feeling some fatigue. And my anxiety right now, I was able to process as I was doing my cardio that I didn't want to or think I could do, but I did. So there's a lesson for you too. Even when you think you can't, just try, because chances are you can do it. You just got to get yourself started. So I tried, I did it. It was fine. And then I laughed at myself afterwards for being such a baby. But I've been having some issues with some knee swelling, and I've been in denial this whole week, trying not to acknowledge it, trying to pretend it's not happening, because this could definitely potentially pretty badly impact my ability to do cardio, work out my legs, that sort of thing. Luckily, I am in a division that does not emphasize legs. That's why I'm in it, for a reason, because I've had knee issues since I was in junior high. So physique, apparently, I've just labeled it the upper body bodybuilding for people who have bad knees and can't compete in regular divisions. But so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I might see if there's possible option of a cortisone shot to see if it might help with the swelling a little bit. Might have to see if it needs to be drained because it does limit my range of motion. So yeah, that's just kind of what's going through my mind. I was going to get that off my chest, so you're welcome. Thanks for listening to that. A lot of mumbles and nothing important, but yeah, I'm going to eat now and get into that little, I feel a lot of hunger now, and it's funny that my food hasn't changed, but the hunger it feels like daily keeps increasing. So not a bad thing, because it means, I'm still in a deficit for sure. But it's going to get intense when that food drop happens. I can't believe it. We haven't had to drop my food yet. I know it's coming. Will it be next week? I don't know. But until then, just keep, one foot in front of the other. Toby, be good. Don't look so sad.
He's so sad.
Bye. Okay, so this is going to be what appears to be a shorter workout, but actually is not, because it is quite intense. There's some, multiple sets, but also drop sets. But I want to take this opportunity to explain to you basically my whole split right now, because it's different. It's not your average split. It's not something that is really easy to explain. It's not this like chest, or it's not like a push-pull legs kind of thing. So here's how it goes. So it's a 17-day cycle, and it starts off with day 1 being a leg day, day 2 chest, back, with shoulders, day 3 arms and calves, day 4 it is a back day, and then rest, and then day 6 chest, shoulders, calves, and then there's rest. I'm not going to tell you the rest. I'm just going to go through it all. All right, so then we got chest, back, and traps. Then hams, quads, and calves, which I have to modify because my knee is messed up, but you get the point. Then it goes to arms and calves again, shoulders, traps, chest and triceps, back, traps, and biceps. And that is a 17-day cycle that I go through day 17, and then I repeat the cycle. So definitely a different type of split. It's basically a 2-week training split that I just keep repeating over and over. But anyways, as you can see here, there are multiple sets, and the last set always or generally includes a drop set, besides maybe a few exercises. But so this is a back and chest day, and it kind of goes back and forth between push movements and pull movements, and obviously I'm still on the chest movements here. So this is just a straight set, but then the next set you'll see this is a drop set. So I believe this is a 6 drop 12, but I think I was only able to get 8. And drop sets are killer. They really test your strength, but also your muscle endurance, and they are very fatiguing, but it's basically a way to create more intensity in your workouts. So it's like, oh, you think you're done, but you just get up and you lower the weight and you keep going. So here I am lowering down the weight, just dropping 1 plate off, and then it does give me like a, hey, aim for 12, but as long as you just aim for as many as you can possibly do, you're pretty much good to go. So I just took 1 plate off, and I was aiming for 12, but I believe I only got 8 here. Sometimes you don't you don't quite hit the mark, but as long as you still put in that effort and give the proper intensity, then you're fine. So here I am just struggling, and I'm like, I can get 12, right? No, that's not happening, but maybe next time. So then we moved over from the chest machine to T-bar row, and it starts off with just so it actually goes down. So the first set of this movement was 20 reps, and then from the first set it kind of progressively goes down with the drop set on the last set. So I think this was a 12 rep set. So I had already done 20, then I think it dropped down all the way to 10 or 12, something along those lines. So here is my drop set. I believe this was 8 drop 8, and so this is the one that's always a bit torturous. And each sort of back movement, it's almost like the upper body equivalent to leg day. It's a really large muscle group, and a lot of people have trouble connecting to their back. So if that is you, something that I would definitely encourage is to visualize the muscles that you're supposed to be using on back day. Don't just focus on getting the weight up. You want to actually be able to feel and concentrate on those muscles contracting in the back. That is something that I personally do, because you can't look in the mirror and see your back working. So you have to create some sort of cue for your brain to be like, okay, yes, I feel those muscles. They are contracting. I can't see them, but I feel them. So you really have to focus on feel when it comes to back day. And then we go back to a chest movement. Another thing is sometimes you got to skip around due to whatever machines are being taken at the gym. So don't be afraid to do that if you have to. Sometimes it's, of course, ideal to do things in order of what your plan says, but sometimes, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And this is one of those moments where I had to skip around because there was someone on another machine previously. But this was just straight sets. There was no drop sets, so it was just 15 straight, which, you know, I'm cool with because sometimes, you know, you just don't want to drop set. But this one you really want to focus on the squeeze at the top, and I missed it. We're already on the back one, on the back, next back movement. So this one especially, people tend to not hit the mark on. So with this one, you really want to focus on squeezing the shoulder blades on the when you're on the way down. That way you can really connect to your back. Try not to pull too far or too much with just your arms. Don't lean back too incredibly far. A slight lean back is cool, but not too much. You don't want to be using your momentum very much on any of these movements. Of course, a little momentum is going to be involved, but you really want to make sure that you're paying attention, once again, to the muscles that you are trying to target, not just the weight that you're trying to move. So here again, I'm working on feeling that contraction and really contracting the shoulder blades back. And I think one of the big things with the back days is you tend to lose your breath before you even get fatigued with the muscles. So that's something that cardio really helps out. So I feel like even as I progress in prep, I actually feel a little bit better because my cardio is a little bit better. Obviously, I've been doing more cardio, so I don't feel as fatigued as far as cardiovascular wise while I'm working out, but I do feel that muscle fatigue. So that's another reason why cardio can be important, even if you're looking to bulk, because your cardio fitness is going to be involved while you're lifting, and you can actually potentially lift more if you are more cardiovascularly fit. So don't ignore cardio completely, even if you are bulking. It is still important and it will still help you out. So you might not need to do as much cardio in the off season, but I definitely still encourage it for health reasons, but also it does help you lift more because you're not going to be tired and be like, you know, sucking air trying to get the rest of the weights up. And this was a drop set, as you can see, and I think it was like a 8 drop 12, something along those lines. But this is the last movement of this workout, and it was an exhausting one because chest and back are two big muscle groups. It was all compound movements, and yeah, tiring, but it was a good one. So thanks for watching, guys. That's it. Okay, workout is done, and I'm not gonna lie, my energy is very low today, so you might need to bear with me, folks. This is gonna be a little bit of a low energy video, but I wanted to show you I'm doing a little something different with my shake to provide more volume, more satiety, because I am getting hungrier by the day apparently. So I've got my usual ingredients. I've got my 45 grams of dates, protein powder, almond milk, and a little bit of cold brew concentrate in here currently. So I'm gonna blend it, but then I'm gonna add some ice, so it'll be kind of like a mocha frappuccino. It definitely adds some volume, helps me fill up a little bit more. But you gotta blend it like this first, because if you don't, you just put the ice in, then the dates don't tend to get blended very well, and they just kind of stay in the bottom, and then you don't have something that it's not as sweet because basically you're not ingesting the dates. I did that previously, and I found a date at the bottom of the shake, and that was a whole date I could have enjoyed, right? So that's what she said. I don't know, but yeah. So I'm gonna do that now. All right. Okay, so that was step one. Now I'm gonna add the ice, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna add a whole tray of ice. I'm just gonna plop these in here. Let's go, come on. Alright, so there's the ice. And now we blend again. So as you can see, I have a huge glass of this protein shake. It is 4 cups. So that is double the amount that it used to be before the ice. So just a little hack to get more volume in there. It seems like a lot, but I definitely down it pretty quickly. And so I'm gonna get down this. I'm gonna write and schedule my Monday newsletter. I've been doing, I used to do Motivational Monday emails every week. Kind of took a hiatus from that, but they are coming back. So if you would like some Monday motivation in your inbox, make sure to join my email list. There will be a new one out this Monday. All you gotta do, go to my website, sign up for my email list. You also get a free cookbook when you do so. So, hey, win-win, right? So go do that, and I'm gonna drink this. Dinner, got the usual asparagus, chicken, and rice. I know, super exciting. Now I go try to find something to watch. I've actually been watching Tyler Henry, Hollywood Medium, because I find it fascinating. I know I'm a little late to the show on that, but yeah, what's your opinion? Have you watched it? Do you think that he's legit? Do you think it's all a big scam? Curious what you guys think. And if you don't know who Tyler Henry is, Google him. All right, I'm gonna eat this now. So I wanted to show you my last meal of the day, just because I've shown you every other meal. I might as well show you my last one. This isn't a full day of eating video, but apparently it is. I don't know. The verdict is out. But this is my last meal. I did switch it up a little bit, so I kind of am moving away from the watermelon because it's gonna, it's getting to the point where it's not quite in season anymore. I've gotten a few bad batches, and I'm just like, it's not worth the money. It's not worth the calories. So I switched over to doing mangoes and berries, and then almond butter. So it's 205 grams of mango and 100 grams of raspberries and 50 grams of blueberries. So I'm gonna go enjoy my last meal. All right, guys, so I'm gonna wrap up the video now. And so still, got a swollen knee and a bit of a shoulder issue. But, I was pretty anxious yesterday, and it's the next day, maybe not so obviously, but I've been able to kind of process things, get out of denial a little bit. And so game plan for the knee essentially is whatever it is, whatever happens, I'm not going to let it stop me. So probably going to, call up my doctor, see if I need a cortisone shot, see if I need a drain or something, see if he has any other Band-Aid fixes to hold me over for the next about 10 and a half weeks essentially, which is crazy. It's only about 10 and a half weeks till my show. So whatever I gotta do to get through to the show, I'm gonna do it. So I had a lot of anxiety because I felt like this was something that was not in my control. And there's so many things with prep where you focus on the things you can control. And I've been doing that. And bodybuilding is this mental sport. It's this disciplined sport. And it's hard when you have this idea. It's like, as long as you do what you need to do, then for sure you're gonna get up there, and you're gonna accomplish your goals. But sometimes life throws you hurdles, and then you've got this physical thing that is limiting you. And it's kind of new, kind of not. I've always had limitations with the knee since junior high, when I had my first meniscus surgery / removal. So they told me I'd have arthritis when I was older, and they were not wrong about that. So my suspicion is just the arthritis kind of flaring up, so maybe a cortisone shot might do the trick. But essentially, I don't care what it is I have to do. I'm going to still accomplish my goal of stepping on stage. I don't care if I have to swim instead of doing my walking, jogging. I don't care if I have to get on the elliptical. I don't care if I need to do cycling. Whatever it is I need to do, I'm gonna do it. It might suck a little bit more, but whatever. It doesn't matter, because it has to be done. So anxiety is a little lower, but of course, still got the hurdles, but we're gonna push through it, So it doesn't matter. Keep going, keep pushing through. Sometimes you just have to pivot, and that is life. So even life in prep, sometimes you need to pivot, And, you know, I'll talk to my coach, talk to my doctor, see what I gotta do, and I'll keep you posted. But until then, I'm just gonna keep going. So, that is it for now. Thanks for watching this video. Kind of a weird, all over the place, not a super exciting one, but I always say that and they're never exciting. So, it's a normal video. It's a normal video on my channel. So thanks for watching again. And hopefully you will stay tuned for the next one. Things do get more, I guess, depends. I could say exciting as get closer. As soon as week 10 hits, that's usually when things start to get more and more real. But I would say it starts to get really real around the 6-week mark. So hopefully you'll stay around that long. Things are getting crazy. I'm just kidding, they're not. I'm just getting hungrier. But all right guys, peace out. I'll see you next time.